Okay, we just finished 71. We're going to go on to 72 now. And 72, it really kind of looks bizarre. It's, there's a complex fraction over here. And again, I'll write it as advertised. It's going to be x plus 1. And again, someone says, I wonder where this is coming from. It's coming from a rule that we use in calculus. And students will often get something that looks like this. And I'd hope most teachers would expect simplification on it. However, I will say a lot of teachers don't expect a simplification. But what I'll do is I'm looking at it, and I notice if I just simply multiply the bottom out, right, I want to put what I mean by that. This guy here would be distributed across these two terms here. Well, something nice happens. Let's just write it down slowly, though. It's x plus 1 squared. Again, that's this times this. Now, if I do this times this, something nice happens. What nice happens is the x plus 1 squared on the bottom disappears, and I get this over here, right? I'm not saying I'm done there. All I'm saying is that, the bottom is, I got the complex fraction, rid of that, and I want to do the top now. And I notice that it's really not that bad looking at it. What do I notice is x minus x, there's no x's, and then 1 minus a minus 1 is going to be 2, and then 2 times the 1, that's the 1 there, is just going to be 2. Right, now they did say simplified, so I want to keep going. And someone says, what are you going to do here? I think the bottom might simplify. Let's put this down. What do you get over here? X squared plus 2x plus 1. What did I just accomplish? Squaring that. What are we going to do now? We're going to square this now. What does that give you? Plus x squared minus 2x plus 1. Now, by the way, that did get worse for me. What do you mean by that? There's more terms now, right? But I noticed something right away, that there's things I can pull together. Let's put this down. I get a 2. I get 2x squared. That's coming from here. These disappear. That's good news. And that gives me plus 2. What do I notice now? 2 is a factor of top and bottom. So it's going to be 1 x squared plus 1. Put a box in this. I do want to go back to the original problem and talk about the restrictions in the original problem, by the way. Now, kind of looking at it, I'm looking at, maybe one thing at a time over here. So this over here, I'm going to say x can't be minus 1, all right? Now, looking at this guy over here, it's x can't be minus 1. One thing I noticed, though, this guy over here, like just looking at, that's never going to sum to 0, so don't have to worry about that, all right? So there's only one restriction placed on the problem, by the way, and that restriction is x can't be minus 1 for this to be true. Now, by the way, this does evaluate at minus 1, but what we're saying, the restriction that holds true for this is x cannot be minus 1 for me to have this condition, this thing remain equal. Okay, let's look at the K. This is 72. What am I looking for? I'm certainly looking for this, and I do see that, and I'm certainly looking for the restriction, and I do see that. Thank you.